Hello, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Blood Tax. Vampire the Masquerade is a game of personal horror, as well as a game of creatures of the night. And as such, there may be themes that may be intense for some. I've talked with the cast, I know their lines and veils, and we have safety systems set in place so that if anything gets too out of control, they can let me know. So if you ever see me switch gears in the middle of something, well, that's why. It extends to yourself as well. Remember that it's okay to get up and walk away if something bothers you. Drop something. If something bothers you. Take some time to yourself. Turn off the stream if you have to. Come back, later, or not at all if you want to. The VOD will still be up if you ever want to watch the episode again. You matter first, so take care of yourself, please. And right now, I'm going to quiet my voice and pick up whatever I dropped there, and let you get to know our wonderful cast members. We're going to start with Layla. Tell us who you are and who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Layla. I use Zers herself and they, them pronouns. And I'm playing Karma, a broody Bruja vampire who has a problem all the time and uses she, her pronouns. And I will popcorn over to Javier.
Who's Javier? Oh, me, Joel. Hey, hi, I'm Joel. I use they them pronouns, and I'm playing a broody. In my case, gangrel. That's what it says on my character sheet. I'm not sure what that means, but a gangrel, really, really moody character who, hey, we might explore a little bit more of what's going on with them today. Their name is Javier Cordova, and they use he, they pronouns. Justin.
Hey everybody, how you doing? I am DM Justin. I am going to be playing Oscar Villalobos. We both go by he, him pronouns. You can find me at all my socials at Forever DM Justin. And I'm excited to play. Yeah. Go back to Excel.
I'm your storyteller for this evening, and let's get into it. Relentless. That's one word to sum up a kindred's nightly existence. Even the kindred who have it easy, so to speak, deal with problems that most humans would find disastrous. However, some nights, even the most stress-ridden of all vampires find reprieve. A night where all problems seem to evaporate. A night of peace. But what comes to mind of most kindred on such nights is if the problems have truly ceased, or if the problems are simply building into something much, much worse. Something to think about. So without further ado, we shall continue with episode 8. The calm before the storm. You all find yourself at John's club, in the VIP area, sitting wherever you may, of course. When John walks in the room, it's an empty night tonight. There's not really much going on. The classical music that plays in this area is on. Seems to never go off, but it's always very light and only really noticeable when you think about it. What are you doing here? Why are y'all here?
I
think you muted.
Sass was on point though.
What? I'm sorry. I like your place. You have a good club.
Yeah. I mean, like I feel like every time I walk down here, like y'all are here. You know,
I
not
mean-
not that I hate that or anything. You know, y'all are awesome. Y'all are great. But like, don't you got other things to do or something? Like, I'm worried. Like, if all you had to do is spend your time, I could put you to work. I got some stuff that needs to happen.
I've never been called clingy by someone I'm not even dating before. Wow.
I don't know if I was. Maybe I was. I don't know.
I mean, I guess if you, I guess I don't, I've never, I don't really know what to do as a vampire at night. I usually just club, and this is like the best club in town.
Yeah, we closed tonight though.
That makes sense. But is there like any like underground vampire like night shit that I should know about?
I mean, like literally our entire society. Yeah.
Right. Cool. I guess I can find something else to do for a night.
Here's a night. Have y'all visited the apartment building I bought you? No.
Oh shit.
Have y'all gone there?
Decorating. Oh my god.
Some of
Oh,
us
I didn't think
have.
about that.
Some of us have. Others haven't.
We were there, and insert however long has passed since the last session here.
It's been a few weeks.
Oh, I've been there. I've been keeping an eye on the surgeon lady.
Currently going through renovations right now, just to kind
I-
of figure out what we want to do with the area right now.
Renovations. What renovation?
We've had ideas.
You didn't like it?
Oh no, we liked it, but we figure we can do more with it.
I'm setting up a school for the vampires in the one of the corners.
You tore.
Wait, what are you
You
gonna
tore
teach?
down. Are you talking about the apartment building? Or are you talking about something else? What's going on?
The block.
You're tearing down the entire block. Is it?
No,
just
not
part
the-
of it.
Not the entire.
thought you- What?
Not the entire block. It was the apartment buildings that you had given us. It's just like we can probably do more with it. Though we would like to keep some of those apartments to be able to stay just in case.
I
Did
would
you go
like to have
inside?
an apartment because I like having things.
Can I ask a question real quick? Excel,
Yeah.
we got one apartment building, or did we get like a
Yeah,
block with various buildings on it?
Yeah, one apartment building. It's about 4 stories, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Well,
Yeah.
then I did not say about a school, because that's not a thing that you can do in an apartment building. My assumption was that this was a block, not a building, unless this is like an American
I think
thing
we
Your
where
have
a block
domain
is
dominion
one building.
over a
Yeah.
block. I think we have like dominion over a block, but we only own, like, have the lease
Yeah.
to an apartment.
That's it.
Your domain spans
I
4
understand.
blocks, 4 square blocks in that area, and that is yours freely
I
to
understand.
incite kindred activity as you wish to protect or do what you will.
Understood.
I want to spend the night in my
Right.
dominion, seeing what's going
Don't
on.
say.
It's a pretty good idea. Yeah. Wait, I'm still trying to figure. You're tearing down the. Did you go inside?
Yes, we're not tearing things down. They were just doing some renovations. It's
John,
it's-
come on. You know people in their projects.
I am-
Vampires have so many.
Okay, well, be careful. There's a lot of explosives in there.
Wait,
I'm
what?
Not, I'm
Yeah,
not part of the
did you-
renovations.
Did you tell? You didn't go inside, right?
Okay.
I was gonna be a surprise, but I guess it makes sense. Your door, I guess. But like there was a secret, hidden area that I like furnished and everything that was gonna open up when you win, and it was weapons, all types of stuff.
Oh, I need like to dig around in.
Now you gotta check stuff out. You know, we are vampires. Not everything is as it seems. You know what I mean? You gotta keep a low profile. That's the whole thing.
You know, I smelled something was off, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with this right now, and I kind of moved it around. So,
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. If something blows up, just say it's a gas leak. That's what we always go with. You know?
gotcha.
Yeah.
Man, everything I just said from beginning of the session to now, except my introduction, he scratched out from the record. I was not. My brain was just not. We were on different pages. Yeah,
Edit
just,
all of it out.
I was not. I've never visited our domain or our building.
Yeah, you have. Oh, you've been to the domain at that clinic where you met the two scourges.
Sure. I'm just gonna pretend that Javier is here for information gathering purposes and just be in a corner like the emo kid that I am.
It'd be like that sometimes. No, I could put it back. You know, it's a pretty sturdy room. I'm not too, as long as they don't use like. If it's just renovations, you'll be fine. You know, but if you're like knocking down stuff, you know, I would you know.
No. We're it's just simple renovations.
Like to give my apartment specifically like a window wall.
I have one of those.
Floor one. For
yeah,
sure.
It's a vibe, right? Yeah.
Oh my god! Well, I just love like feeling like I'm a part of the city at all times.
Right. It's like,
you know.
You feel like you're
I'm
the ruler.
standing with the other skyscrapers. It's like beautiful and gorgeous, and it's like ethereal in this like really awesome way.
It's very empowering. I agree. Somehow your voice has gone away.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Speaking of, so you have one too. I would love to see it sometime.
Yeah, sure. It's like,
All right.
Where is it? It's somewhere. I have people driving me there.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. We could make dinner. It could be a whole thing. I could see the whole place. It's fantastic.
And it's great. There's a view of like all of West House and the club out in the distance. It's all great. It's all great.
I'm
Sometimes
sure it has a great view.
It does. Yeah. You see the whole skyline. It's great.
Hey, John. By chance, the Camarilla that had came by a couple weeks ago. You by chance heard anything new about them or anything that's come from them? Seems like LA Camarillas trying to encroach on your turf, the turf of here anyway.
I'm going to be listening in on this particular aspect of the conversation. Or, like, paying attention. I was hearing everything. I was just not paying attention to
The Cam, they love picking at us every once in a while. I mean, how every once in a while could it be, right? I've been here 3 years. But, like, you know, I've had a few run-ins with them. They want housing. It's not a secret. You know, at the beginning they stayed away for, you know, the technology in the city. You know, city's pretty advanced, so I can understand why those old bastards didn't want anything to do with it at first, but now they're worried about the hunters and you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, but. I haven't heard anything about the prince or anything coming. At least not since that night. Most likely the prince will announce herself when she does. Out of some less than authentic respect for our ways. And most cam don't even bother to like even give us the time of day when they want a city. They just come and take it, you know. They think we young ones are too weak to do anything.
Well, that is the that is on them to underestimate a potential foe. You know,
I'm really not worried about it.
That's the way I live. Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes one of us.
Hmm.
You had something? You good? You
Yeah,
can talk about it?
be all right.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. But yeah, like I got stuff to do. Is there anything else? Anybody?
I'm all good. I'll check in with you later about scheduling that get together.
Hey, just hit me up. You got my number.
Yeah, I do.
You alright? Going once? Going twice? All right. You know, get out of here. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. Cause we're locking up.
Bye. And I sashay my hips like a little bit more as I leave this time.
He watches you walk away, and then he turns.
I'm gonna, what is it? I'm gonna put on my pea coat and wrap around my scarf since it's starting to get cold, since it's been cold outside, and just to kind of keep up for appearances as I begin to walk out. And I'll probably go take a visit around our area just to do a quick patrol of it.
As you leave, you just hear John go, "Kim, get the good wine out." And
I'm gonna be the last one out because I'm gonna just down the rest of my drink. And very, very slowly, to give the two of them time to not be outside, I will make my way out the door and back to my watch post outside of the clinic. Just keep an eye on good old doctor.
do me a favor, make a
Bitch.
Dex and stealth roll.
For some reason, my brain was on D&D, and I thought you were about to say death save, and I was like, oh god.
Nah,
No, I
y'all are already
failed those a
dead
long time
technically,
ago.
so it's
Yeah.
okay.
I don't remember how to do this, man. Hold on. I just pulled out my D6s because I have my own systems brain rot. There it is. How do dexterity and what was the other thing? Stealth?
Dex and stealth.
That's like 5, 6, 7. That's like 8 dice.
Nice.
I have a hunger of 1, I assume.
Yeah. We're assuming y'all are all healed up if you took any damage from last time, because it's been quite a while. That even if you failed doing so, you still would have eventually.
5 successes.
Mm-hmm.
You see, she's been seeming a little bit more on edge, more like head on a swivel. And you see, like, she's kind of just keeping watch of wherever she goes ever since the incident.
I'll probably go inside and just be like, hey, I'm gonna be like across the street. I'm just gonna keep an eye on the place. Like, just gonna. This is something I've been doing for the last couple of weeks, so she should be already know the routine. If actually that said, I probably won't even walk in. I'll just knock on the outside window if it has one, and just be like, and then just go to my spot.
Yeah, you see her. You know, she had just walked in a couple minutes before you. She's wearing, a rather nice coat, also to keep up appearances, you assume, and always has some sort of headwear on. This time she has on a beanie that she covers most of her forehead. And when you knock, she seems a little startled at first, and it's just like, oh. She goes back to her work.
I'll just go sit and play some Nintendo Switch while I wait.
Nice. Oscar, what are you up to?
Like I said, I'm just gonna go around the neighborhood just to kind of just check things out. If Hector's around, I'll probably chat with him, see what he's seeing around as well. Yeah.
Would you be
Listen, if
joining?
you're okay with it, I was about to say, Justin, if you're okay with it, I wanted to also go around the neighborhood.
Okay.
So, great.
Yeah. So what is it? Imagine that like when we head out, it may be just one of those like, oh, okay, have a good one, and then we're all kind of going the same direction. It's just like, oh, this is kind of awkward now because it's just like, we said goodbye already. And it's just, okay, cool. I guess we're gonna go around and do this together.
Hey, Oscar, it's okay. It's okay. Hi. Um, yeah, I just want to make sure that they're like, especially after this Camarilla, I realized that our Dominion is like kind of our responsibility. So, I should probably be making sure nothing's, going down.
Yeah. Look, I know you're. What is it?
A
I'm not.
freshie.
Yeah, you're very new, so it's understandable. So don't worry about it. It's okay. But
I
yes,
can't help but worry about it, Oscar, to be honest with you.
absolutely. I wouldn't worry too much. We have people around that are looking out for it. When we're not around too. Hector's doing his deal, and the doc's around as well. So we got people in places when we can't be there.
Yeah. Okay.
But
That's
you
good.
are right that, it is our dominion, it is our responsibility. So it's always good to like do these walks at least every once in a while. Because I know I've seen Javier, whether he realizes it or not, I do spot him when we're doing when I do my walks around. I don't do anything or acknowledge him because I know he wants to stay hidden, but I notice
Well,
him.
I'm not so much as being hidden as I am watching.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to necessarily be stealthy. I am playing on a Nintendo Switch.
The watching, the
Yes,
watching.
I'm
I actually think like, are you saying we passed by Javier
He might at
at
some
the
point.
hospital?
Yeah.
We went, yeah, like,
I'm probably not like overt. I'll probably be like in the roof of a house across the street or something if anything. But yeah, you guys would be able to see me. I'm not exactly being stealthy, and you guys are probably aware that I've been there for the last several weeks.
I
so,
think oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I was like, in my head canon, like when you're doing your stealth missions or when you're doing your watches, right? It's kind of like you're being stealthy, but it's just like hiding behind this pencil. You can't see me.
No, I'm just holding my Nintendo Switch in front of my face, and nobody can see me. If I can't see them, they can't see me.
I know this works.
I think when we passed by, I actually split off to also keep watch because like the fact that those Camarilla were like after her, and I feel like like that need to protect. I probably. I think it just makes sense.
As you and Oscar start to go separate ways, you both hear Javier, you hear this too because you're nearby, but you hear a voice chime out from behind you. Hey, aren't you that one that lifted the car? I seen you do it.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, what have you been eating? What is that about?
Who does this person look like?
This is a very old man. He looks to be about
Well, sir,
he looks to be
I
about
have
70. He wears suspenders, brown slacks that are kind of too high, that rise up just above the ankles. Really nice colored socks that are like very fun. One of them has Homer Simpson on it.
I think I'm going to pretend like I think he's crazy, but I'm playing along with him.
I seen you.
Yeah, well, you know what? I've eaten a lot of cans of spinach. You know, gotta get your daily dose.
Like Popeye. No, I know. Yeah,
Like Popeye.
I watched it. I don't remember when Popeye came out. It was my 7th birthday.
Yeah.
It was some time
Well, you
ago.
know what? I get this special spinach. I get that dark green stuff, so I'm getting all those nutrients I need. And, if you eat enough cans of spinach, I bet you could lift a car too. I see those muscles.
Oh
I see
yeah.
those muscles
Back in
hiding
my
there.
day, I was one of the first bodybuilders to ever exist.
Oh my God. What did they do without you when they needed to build things?
Cried. They cried.
They
They
cried.
couldn't. They couldn't do it.
Oh,
I'm an expert
well,
builder.
devastating for them.
Yes.
Absolutely devastating.
No, but listen here, okay?
Yeah, sure.
I got something to tell you.
Okay, sir.
You should be careful around these parts.
Oh my God, what's around these parts?
Well, I reckon a young whippersnapper like you is able to lift a car on a whim. That they might catch on to you.
I know where this is going.
I mean that no, thank you for saying that. That is something I've been really concerned about. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate you.
I see them around everywhere. Everywhere.
I know,
Yeah.
their eyes are like always. It's really wild.
Sometimes you can't even see them, but you can feel their
Well,
gaze.
it's evil. It's evil, you know. You can feel evil when it's
Yeah.
that close.
No, yes, 100. Yeah, always evil.
Yeah.
They-
You
they-
be careful too. All
They
right?
go
What's
around
your name?
spouting about God, huh? Oh, my name is Bradley. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Bradley. Bradley. I'm
BB,
Karma.
they call me. BB.
They call you BB?
Yes.
Okay, BB. But you say they talk about. Wait, they talk about God?
Yes, spouting all that nonsense.
Oh, they. And you think that. Have you seen any of them around recently?
Not in some time. It has to be about 10 years since the last one. But they do come when things are out of the ordinary. Yeah, so if you better keep your car lifting to yourself. My Vera, she saw it all. She told me about it.
For sure. BB. If I give you my number, will you let me know if you see anyone like that around here?
Only if I can call you sometimes. Sometimes I get lonely. It's just me and my Vera, and
Oh my
sometimes
God, no,
she's she's out. Sometimes.
I actually,
What's happening?
you know, I actually.
It's nothing weird. I just want
think
somebody
Karma
to talk
actually. No, I know that. I think Karma does realize that's what's going on, but I think also like Karma thinks like, I have this entire coterie, but I also feel lonely still. And so I think Karma goes, you know what? I would actually really love to talk to you. I mean, I'm a little busy right now. We've got some work to do, but
You do your thing. I'm not gonna hold you
but
up.
here's my number, yeah. And then I let him have my number. And then when he texts me, I put BB in my phone.
He pulls out a flip phone. Damn devices. Can never get it right.
Do you want me to do it?
If you could, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom had arthritis, so like I
It
totally
is
get it.
such a pain, literally.
It's awful, truly, truly. I get it and then I hand it back to him.
Thank you.
And I text myself from his phone so I can.
All right, now you have to like press the button multiple times to get to one letter. All right, you go on there and you have a good night. I don't mean to hold you up. And you there in a nice coat. You.
Oh, hi.
I've heard you did good things. Hector told me about you. Hector told me, and I would like to extend a welcome to our community on behalf of Bradley and Vera Bradley, who is sadly not with us at the moment. She's at home.
I figured. Of course. I'm always looking to get back to the community, really. But honestly, I'd rather just kind of keep it like anonymous donor. So.
I'm sorry, but in the background we all hear, "Stop telling people I'm dead."
I'm not telling people you're dead, Vera. It's all in your head.
Okay, I'm getting in the car.
This is a
Hurry
cow
up! We
farm.
have to go.
There's
Hurry
gonna be
up!
cows
We
outside.
have to go. We have to go. We're gonna miss our reservation, okay? So hurry up this conversation.
I gotta go. I gotta go. My lovely wife and I, can't you tell how much we love each other? We are going out to a dinner.
Kill me!
And you stop telling people to kill you. That's why I tell people you did. All right.
Have a good night.
He like puts his thumbs in his suspenders. Yeah. All right. He walks away.
Bye.
Have a good night, baby.
Is it okay that I randomly took on another role-playing responsibility in the middle of the session?
You totally could appreciate it. And then you are left to do what you were going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what I would. Let's just continue on doing it. If we see Hector, for sure, I definitely talk with him and see how he's doing. I'm also contemplating a lot of things while we're having, just the discussion, but also like any brief moments of like quietness. Like a lot of things are going to be going through my head.
I think who all is staying to keep watch? I think Oscar left.
I was right here, yeah.
I think while we're keeping watch, at some point I do turn to Javier and I go, do you think those Camarilla were serious when they said they were gonna send a prince?
Not sure. He has an accent. Not sure. But they can send a prince, a king, or emperor. They'll meet with the same fate anyway.
Yeah. I just want to make sure we're ready if something happens, and it doesn't feel like we are. It feels like, I don't know, it feels like we're sitting ducks, kind of. I mean, the way that people talk about them, it sounds like they're really powerful. So I'm just worried.
Last time those two, they also sounded very powerful. And now they're dead.
Yeah, our coterie kind of kicks ass.
If we can get our heads out of our ass long enough to work together, yes.
Sure.
Don't tell John about the old guy.
Oh no, we cannot do that.
Yeah. You'll be killed.
As scary as keeping something from John is, I think I don't know, he seemed sweet, and he was warning us about some other
Mormons.
people. Oh, really?
I think so. He mentioned something about God.
I really liked the Broadway show.
Well, I think that was just satirical.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think, yeah, I don't know. It feels like we're being attacked on all sides at every turn. It makes me, I don't know, sometimes it makes me miss before we were part of the coterie. It feels like now that we're part of a coterie, it's like everyone's paying attention to us all the time. I used to be able to just do whatever I wanted, do our own thing.
I mean, you can still do that. No one's stopping you.
I guess, but I don't know, isn't it important to try to make some community? I mean, if I'm gonna live forever, I don't want to live forever alone. I don't even think I'd want to live a normal human lifetime alone. I mean, what about you? Are you ever worried about that?
I have always had a single goal in mind, and that hasn't changed.
Yeah. And fuck everything else, I guess. I say that under my breath.
Yeah, I don't. You don't know if I heard you or not, but I don't respond to it or react to it either way. So
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you've got goals for sure. And I have time.
you know,
If all goes well.
I heard her voice a few weeks ago.
Wait, what? Like not the memory of something she said. Not like, oh, she was speaking to me through my conscience. Like you heard like her.
I'm not
Speak?
super sure what it was, but after we got attacked outside of John's, I heard her tell me to run.
You know, it was probably real. It had to be real. I mean, yeah, you're kind of
Maybe.
wild, but you're not insane.
Well, some people would look at the kind of things that I do and they would think that that's crazy, but
Well, they're stupid. They don't get it. Those are people who have the privilege of being soft. Not all of us fucking get that.
I also found out that those people we killed the other day, they are connected to... Alright. Hey everybody. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties, but they should be fine now. We were in the middle...
The operative word.
Well, TBA. TBD is the word. Alright. Layla, you and I were in the process of talking.
You're gonna go to LA now that you know this?
I don't think so. They're looking for her, and I point across the street. They're going to come to us.
Oh, so yeah, you definitely think someone's going to come.
I do.
Okay.
I don't think vampire or kindred
You
say things without meaning it. So
heard her voice. Does that mean that you don't? It's not about revenge anymore. Is it about saving her? Is she alive? Do you think she's alive?
I don't know if she's alive. That's the thing. I've never been part of this world before. I don't know how things work. Maybe I heard her from the afterlife, or maybe she is alive. Maybe she was right there, invisible. I don't know how things work. Up until before I came to the city, I've never seen a person flip a car on their own. I've never been able to catch a flying person that got projected out of a car either. We saw a person use fucking Naruto powers to shadow bend into stopping Oscar from moving. I don't fucking know what the rules are anymore.
Javier, why did you become a vampire?
Because we were facing...
I thought that I got the impression that you felt like vampirism was like this inherently evil thing. And so I don't understand.
I hunted vampires because I knew that the person or the disappearance of my wife had to do with vampires. When I started to get more and more entangled with them, for whatever reason that may be, it became more and more clear that I wasn't going to be able to achieve everything I wanted to as a human. So I took what tools I could get my hands on. I talked to the biggest kid in the playground and I became their friend.
Can I, Cool. And then I just kind of go silent.
Oscar, what are you doing? Where have you gone?
Like I said, probably reaching out to Hector at this point.
You find him pretty easily. He's also doing a bit of a patrol around the area. Just make sure everything is all nice and cozy for everyone. Hey.
Hey Hector, how's it going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Quiet night. It's been pretty quiet the last few weeks,
That's
Make
good.
sure to keep an eye out in case any more unwanted guests come around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that that nothing has popped up since. I know every time I see you I ask about it and I'm just it's the same, like, hey, nothing new, they haven't come back since. But just reminder, if they do pop back up, just, you have my number, just call me back immediately.
100% will do. How are you finding everything? Everything good? You need anything? You need help?
Mm, no, I think I'll be okay. Just concerned about everything that's going on is all. The cam showing up here just kind of startled me a little bit. And so I'm just, like I said, just I got a lot on my mind with it.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But, you got your friends, right? Lean on. They got your back. I mean, I know Kindred can be a bit of a, for themselves, but I feel like, sometimes when the going gets tough, the tough stick together, so.
Definitely not wrong in that. But I did make it this far in life for a couple reasons, so but I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Alright. Well, as long as you're good. Caroline is still a little shaken up. I know, one of your coding, I can't remember the guy's name.
Javier.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I know Javier's been keeping an eye on her. But if you can spare any extra, she's had a tough time in her unlife.
What do you mean by spare a little extra strap on by?
Any extra eyes, Yeah. If you got people,
Okay. Yeah, I could definitely set something up.
I do what I can. Javier obviously does what he can, but two people can only keep an eye on one person so much.
Here, hold on real quick. You're gonna see as what is it? Oscar's gonna pull out an actual checkbook and just kind of like write something down, tear it out. Well, it's just like, use this, cash it, pay for security around the area.
Are you just used to writing checks with numbers on them?
Listen, I've been around a long time, man. Sometimes old habits die hard.
Yeah, it's fair. All right. He like tucks it away. Thanks.
Of course. How is the project for renovating the parks going?
It's going good. Yeah, kids are excited.
Good.
And that's always fun. It's always good to see. I mean, I don't really see them. I'm asleep during the day, but residents tell me that the kids are pretty happy about it.
Good. Well, I can't wait for everything to be complete and see things turn around for the neighborhood.
Yeah, sure could use it. All right,
Yeah.
I'll get it back.
All right.
Have a good night.
You too. I'm just gonna give like a quick salute and just kind of walk on by. I'm gonna pull out my phone at this point, because I know I've probably sent messages to certain folks and just to see if they would respond.
The moment you pull out your phone, it rings. An unknown number.
Click. Go for Oscar.
Can't talk for long, but damn it, little brother, you sure got yourself in some shit, didn't you?
When aren't I in some shit? How about that?
That's true. Okay, look, Mommy's having a fit. I heard
Oh, you've heard from her.
yeah, I heard from her. I'm the sheriff. Of course I hear from her. Look. Oh, gosh. You roughed up a couple of my people, right? My scourges. Trevor and Karen, right?
Yeah, about those two.
Yeah, they came back a lot worse for wear than they left, and I know they aren't the most hospitable type of people. But come on. You know better than that? What are you doing?
I'd asked them to leave, and they wouldn't listen. We gave them fair warning. They got hostile, and things ended up the way that they did.
I know, but I get it. But is protecting Salubi really worth all that? All the heat that might come down from this? I'm just trying to help you out. Like, I appreciate what you did. It's very noble of you. But noble went out the window about 150 years ago.
Yeah, look, like I know I'm not a part of that life anymore, and it's one of those things like I'm in my life right now, and they came in to do what they wanted to do, and I asked them to leave. What was that? I could have just said no, and even, hey, point me in the right direction of another one. I would have been willing to help that. But this is, instead, I have a domain, and I was willing to protect it. At least was cordial, because, yeah.
Okay. Who attacked first?
The annoying one.
Trevor?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's a shithead. I don't know why. Because his sire's one of the fucking primogen or some of this fucking bullshit. Like, they made me make him a scourge. It's dumb shit. Anyway, look.
Listen, you could have picked up. You guys could have done a lot better. Like, I understand, like the mold was broken after you and I were brought into things, but come on now, it's just standards here, standards.
I can't. You know, the primogen, fucking mom. Anyway, look. If they attack first, well, one, you know it's not gonna be a real deterrent or anything. They're still gonna come after you, but shit, I may be able to hold them off for a little bit. Okay?
It is appreciated.
Only for you. No, like literally anybody else I would just throw to the wolves, but you're the only person I put my ass on line for, and I very well may die if they figure out what's going on. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Sorry, there's a lot to dump on you. I was kind of thinking out loud. Don't worry about
No,
it.
you're good. If things get a little too hot, just dude, we can leave. We don't have to stay here.
Yeah, you really have been gone.
Well, ever since I was left at home by myself, no trace of what's going on. I figure, why not move on?
You're lucky. You're lucky. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go.
Okay, love you.
Be
Talk to you
safe.
later.
Love you too.
Bye. Like,
As you probably would know, that number will not ever work again.
Hmm.
You, Oscar, you get a text from me. It just says, we need to talk.
I'll text back saying where at, and then it'll have like a coffee mug next to it with a question mark.
I'll just send my location. I don't know if that's a thing that this one can do, but it is now.
Then I'm like, shit, I gotta go talk to those people. Okay, cool beans. And then I'm just gonna like start making my way over to where your location.
Making my way
You
downtown.
pass by the people on the streets. They tend to kind of look at you. Some of them seem to recognize you from the other night, although they don't really. A lot of them have come to the conclusion of like it's best I don't say anything. It's kind of like that unspoken rule that everybody has kind of shared. Everybody's collectively agreed to just be like, you know what? Maybe we're seeing things.
Hmm.
Many people in their stoops, many people talking. You pass by the house of Bradley, and Vera Bradley, and you find yourself soon near where Oscar is. Sorry, Javier is. You are near where you are. This is true. Um, but right there, we're gonna take a break.
Ah,
I like that.
okay.
We'll be right back with more blood tax, everybody. Stick with us. It's gonna be a great time. Welcome back, everybody,
Hello, everybody.
to our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle Blood Tax. Let's hop right back into it. Oscar, you're on your way to see Javier. You've just reached the area that they are in. What do you do?
As I'm walking up to Javier, I'm just gonna like move up my pea coat again, playing into the persona of its code, and I'd be like, I wouldn't mind a coffee shop around here. 24 hours probably be a good idea.
I just reach down and pull out a thermos and I just toss it to Oscar.
All right. Well, if y'all have stuff to talk about, I think we only need 2 people watching at a time. So I'm gonna go take a break.
Are you sure you don't want to listen in? It's important conversation.
Oh, I guess I just assumed it wasn't for me, but I will join.
Well, Oscar knows
Javier?
about the people that are connected to Raquel's whatever is going on with her. I figured.
Cool. Yeah. When did you tell him?
Oh, he doesn't know about my side of the story. He only knows that the people that I'm looking for are the people that he knows.
Oh.
We haven't actually exchanged information yet. This is what we're doing now.
Yeah, this is all new to me, so I'm just like,
I'll explain.
Okay.
I think it's necessary for you to know, for you to realize why this is important to me.
I'm gonna like
I know.
unscrew the thermostat right here, pour a
Yeah.
little cup out, and just like as you're talking, just like,
Surprising as it may sound, I wasn't always the way that I am today. Not kindred or whatever. I mean,
are you a dick?
actually, yes,
A loner asshole?
that too.
Great.
And Karma knows this. I used to be a teacher back in Puerto Rico. I had one thing that brought me happiness. And it was my wife, a kid. About 2, maybe 3 years ago, she came to the city, then vanished. Never heard from her again. Until a couple of months later, when I found out that she had died, got murdered. I came to find out. I started searching for her. That's why I'm here. In the process, I met Karma. And for one thing led to another, led me to here. The information that you got from Chris, or whatever his name was, is the newest clue in this hunt of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what you know about Gulen King and the LA people.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and it's kind of a good thing that Karma, you're here too. I'm going to tell you the same. I'm going to tell you basically the same thing I said before. You leave LA problems in LA, and you don't bring that shit here, because it's bad enough. Like that starts already starting to look like it's coming this way. We don't need any more traction to deal with this because they're not good people. Well, I mean, that's relatively speaking. Are we really any of us good people? But, at that same token, it's just like these are not even really good people. I mean, they're old school, but I mean, they're still like fucking ruthless.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I can be pretty ruthless myself.
Oh no, sweetie, I've seen what you can do, but I've also been alive a lot longer than you, and I've seen different organizations operate more ruthlessly than you. So it's nice, and I appreciate you both, but you also have to understand that from what I've seen,
Oscar, I need to tell you something. You should know that anything to do with Raquel, it's Raquel, right?
Okay, yes.
Anything to do with Raquel, is not something that Javier is just going to leave alone.
Speaking of, I don't want to bring their LA problems here. That's already been done. That had nothing to do with me. But either you can tell me what information you know about the LA, or I'm going to probably cause more trouble in the city. Because I know there are, Elysium? I could walk in there and bring all manner of trouble onto the city. But I know that you know information that could help me get closer to the person who took her from me.
Wait, Polio. Hold on real quick. Let me make sure I get this correct here. You're willing to bring down the Camarilla into the city, you're willing to hold that over my head to
You
get
want-
information that I know.
You want to keep the city intact, right?
Javier,
Yes.
why is it that when you want something from someone, instead of being charming, you threaten them?
Because last
that's
time I
not-
was charming, people chose to take my wife away from me.
That wasn't being charming and being weak aren't the same thing.
It's not what I'm saying. Do you want to keep the city safe? I don't want to do anything wrong to the city. But I have two options right now. One is talking to you, which I am doing. Or second, I go to Elysium and I find out what's going on. And I'm going to trade that back to you. That's what I'm saying.
Javier, do you think me and the rest of the coterie are gonna let you just start fucking shit up in the city? How will that look to John? Okay? You stop throwing fucking temper tantrums and making all of us have to deal with the fucking consequences of them.
Karma,
What?
have you ever loved someone?
Yeah, I have.
Then maybe stop talking and remember how
No.
that feels. I'm not talking to you right now.
I'm
talking to
You're the
Oscar.
one who told me to stay. Okay?
So
You know what? Whatever. I'm out and I leave.
You should probably listen to her. She's smarter of the two of you. And
I'd listen to her when she is actually saying something that makes sense. I
Oh,
don't
no,
care about your coterie. I don't care about the city. I don't care about vampire life. I care about my wife. About the information that I can find to avenge her. And to find the truth about what happened to her. That's all I care about. And she knows this. I don't know why she decided to now be butthurt about it when she was fine about it for years. For a year or more. But this has always been me. This has always been the me that she knows.
When I was in LA, born and raised there, I did what I could to, besides live the lavish lifestyle that I did. I did what I could to improve on what I could. And then when things happened and I had to leave and I came here, I did the same. But that does not seem to be a thing that you're into. So, I will say this is that, I have no problem leaving a place again. I've left a place once before. I can leave a place again. You should probably listen to her, because she knows what she's talking about. And
She does.
you, my friend. We'll talk another night. How about that? Maybe rethink your strategies before I even consider letting you know what's gone on in my past. And then I'll just hand over your drink and be like, thank you for the coffee. I do appreciate it.
Okay.
Before you are able to walk away, you hear something. Footsteps coming closer.
I am immediately standing up and drawing my gun.
Karma, Where do you go?
I don't even think I know where I'm going at first. I'm thinking about how, like, Javier is willing to burn everything to the ground for his own mission. And I'm also thinking about how he said, I became a vampire because I use the tools I can find. And I think karma is just like, am I just a tool for that fire? Am I just gas for the flames? Is that what I was when I was helping them? And how I want to think of myself as this person who is good, but I was doing what someone else was telling me to do. I wasn't being a good person. I was being a tool. And that when you are a tool, you can be used for good and for bad. And I'm ashamed of myself. And I want to feel something other than that. Anything other than that. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a way to feel anything other than that.
Roll for me wits and survival.
Cool. Okay, so that's wits. And then where's my survival? That's 8 dice. Let's fucking go. Alright, I might survive
Let's
this.
go.
Might survive this. Okay, dice pool.
That is actually legitimately more than any combination of dice I
I've
currently
got
roll.
a possible messy crit. It is a messy crit. I've got 5 successes with a messy
Oh, that's not
crit.
true.
Nice. You gain a point of hunger as you're searching for something to feel. And your beast whispers in your ear. Well, go feel something. Go feel something. Go feel something.
I'm not. You know what? I have a better idea, actually. Because I don't just do whatever you tell me. I don't just do whatever anyone tells me anymore. And I find the nearest building that is at least 20 stories high with roof access.
There are a few in Westhausen. It's not hard to spot one, as there's some of the tallest buildings in the city.
I think I have a friend who used to live in an apartment building that had roof access. And I go there because that's the place I know. And I go to the top of the building. I go to the top of the roof.
You look down, you see the people. From up here, it's hard to tell who's kindred and who's not. Can't tell the movement of their chest, can't hear the beating of their hearts, but you do hear the thrum and low rumble of the city. Life happens.
Yeah, and I think I'm watching all of this life happening around me, but I step up onto the ledge, and I keep, I have only my heels on it, and I'm balancing with cat's grace. And I'm thinking about, it's the most alive I have felt since I became a vampire. Because the idea of death is the only thing that makes me feel like the difference between being dead and alive. So this like first time where I really feel my life rend, and it's in my hands, and I have like this control over it. My life and my death, I have given the control to somebody else since I became a vampire. My life and my death, the control over it has been given to someone else, and I just want to take it back. And so I step over the ledge.
The rush of air, the coldness of it, even with your undead flesh, you can still feel it just a little bit. Not enough to make you want to put on a coat, but it's there. You hear the rushing wind past your hair as your hair flies backwards, and below you, hey, you hear someone. That person just jumped, and they're all kind of like watching as you come plummeting toward the ground, and then there's a moment where things feel calm and serene.
I actually feel, can I just say, I think Karma feels calm the whole time. Like this calm adrenaline and excitement, like it's like this weird clarity from the absurd of like the fact that she might die helps make everything feel more clear. Whether or not it's correct or accurate, it feels more clear.
As you continue following, you're about halfway, and silence, just the briefest moment, and then screams from underneath you. The people are running. They just seem to be running anywhere. They can't get away from whatever they're running from fast enough. In this black blur rushing along the sidewalk. And then suddenly you're caught. What the fuck are you doing? You see John.
I think I'm doing great. I'm doing the best I have.
You see his clothes are a little like ripped up, just a little bit. And
what happened? Why are your clothes all ripped?
Don't worry about it. What the fuck? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? You alright?
Yeah, I'm actually really good.
Okay. So you just jump. I mean, even that, might kill you. We can still die. You know this, right?
Yeah, I do.
Like, again? And this time it's for real, It can happen. Well, before that, you'll go in whatever. But it's like, just be careful. He sets you down. You need something? Are you good?
I mean, I know I want something.
What do you want?
I go in to kiss him.
He doesn't stop you. And he actually kisses you back too.
Incredible.
And then he's like, "Whoa, wait. Oh, that's what you've been meaning this whole time."
Oh yeah. And then I go to kiss him again.
Then, in this empty street, You're surrounded on all sides suddenly. 30 people in full tactical gear. You see Kim rushing, and John instantly, his fangs come out of his hand, his fangs come out of his mouth and claws out of his hands.
My bow comes out, and I put an arrow in it. I notch an arrow in.
For a moment, you actually think you hear him roar, like a low growl. I don't know. And he goes, "What the fuck is this?" And a voice comes out. It is what I like to call a welcome party. Or my welcome, so to speak. Oscar, Javier, the boots, come closer. Almost completely shaded in darkness, you can't even tell who's coming at you until they finally step into the light, and before you, you see a tall man with incredibly bulging muscles, size rather enormous. He probably stands about 6'10", maybe 6'12".
Sure.
And he looks at you both and says, "All right. Which one of you do I get to kill first?" At the same moment, Oscar, you feel that familiar gaze. And that's what we're in tonight's session. Thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you had a great time. Excuse us if there's, a bit of a... we're trying a new format here, so we hope you enjoy. And right now, let's go around the table once again to talk to our players so they can introduce themselves and anything else they have going on. We'll start again with Layla.
Hi, I'm Layla. If you can't tell from this session, I am a drama queen, which is great because I literally majored in it. I use Zers or self pronouns or they them pronouns. I don't have anything TTRPG going on at the moment, but in April, I'm going to be GMing Blood Rush on Paradise Productions. So come see that. I've been putting out promos for it because I can't stop making graphics. Find me on Twitter at elbamanziari and have a great rest of your night.
Joel.
Hi, I'm Joel. I have fuck all to say outside of what I have going on here. I created this platform. It's been a wild ride. I have so much respect for everybody else who has successful platforms because this shit is exhausting. But apart from that, I have a few things about the platform itself to talk about. We have open casting currently for until the 12th for a crossover between Urban Shadows and Mirkwood, I think it's what they're called. And it's going to be two different groups of players running through the campaign. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be GM'd by Max, who ran the Chase the Crown game that we ran late last year. That's going to be super fun. He's amazing, one of my favorite GMs. Super good at adapting. Blood Tax is getting close to the end.
Yeah,
we're just a couple of I think what 3-4 episodes away.
2 more after. Wait.
This one and then 2 more.
3 more after.
3 more
this,
after this
9,
one.
10, 11.
Yeah, 3 more.
We have plans for another season, but there will be an empty break between. So if you are a person of color, a person of a marginalized identity, and you want to potentially run a game, let us know. Contact us on Twitter. If you want to catch more of this, we also have Blood Talks, which is a chaotic time. It's just us talking about every session. It's a lot of fun. Most of it is just me and Layla arguing over our character drama.
Always interesting.
Actually, I'd like to say 2 things. One, I second that Max, incredible, great
True.
GM. You'd be lucky to play at their table. 2, the Take Your Role team is amazing, and so I highly suggest having them help produce and host your show, because that's a good fucking team right there, and they really, really care.
You can find Blood Talks on our Patreon. We have a Patreon. It's a great time, great show, great little side content, super fun. Apart from that, we don't have anything else that we can talk about right now. There's a few things brewing. So I'll just end with that. Oh, you can follow us on Twitter. I could give you my @, but really, I don't do anything professionally with it. I'm like the least professional person you're gonna meet, because I don't do shit. I talk like One Piece and like Genshin Impact, and that's it.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It'd be like that.
That's all I have. I'm just gonna.
Last but certainly not least, Justin. Tell us what you got going on.
Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in tonight. I am your forever DM Justin. You can find me at all my socials at forever DM Justin. Don't really have anything else going on in the near future that I can talk about. But there are things coming up that will appear sometime, either probably within the following year. It's trippy because January seems like it took forever, and now we're in February, and it seems to be flying by pretty quickly. So there is that. Things will happen. I'll let you guys know as soon as I do. And yeah, I'll kick this over to Extel.
I'm Extel. I'm the storyteller for Blood Tax. You can find me at Extra the King on Twitter and other social medias. At this time, I've got let's see, I've got a cipher system game on Sundays, every other Sunday, over on Altered Echo Archives. Catch me out there. I think by the time you see this, we will have done our episode that's coming up this Sunday. So the Sunday after this one, at the time you're watching it, catch us. Yeah, if that makes sense. You know, sometimes I talk and it doesn't, but you know, it works out. I'm also on Tales from the Table Studios. I believe I'm saying that right. I apologize if I'm not. Where we play Life on the Periphery, an Expanse RPG, TTRPG. So come by, check that out. It's pretty cool. I get to fly a ship, which I was made the captain of. So there we go. I'm also the social media manager here for Take Your Role. So you know, if you're looking to do anything, you want us to host your show, you want to be part of the cast, you want to guest, hit us up. You know, it'd be great. But we hope you had a good night. We hope you enjoyed tonight's session.
I just wanna also give a shout out to Tenson at Tenson. Hold on. I should have Tenson Days on Twitter. One of our cast members couldn't be here. All the love. And also to, I think it's Popsicle Mike.
Popsicle _ Mike, I believe.
I believe so.
It'll be popping up here in just a second, I believe.
Oh, okay. Who is also one of our cast members and couldn't join us, but next week we should have the full cast.
Yep, we should all be here.
So
+1.
Something to look forward to. We can end now. Just wanted to give them the shout out they deserve.
Thank you all for coming. We hope you had a good night. We hope you enjoyed Blood Tax, and tune in for Blood Talks. All right. Remember to grab a character sheet, grab some dice, and take a roll. I almost forgot my thing there for a moment. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.